My name is Joi Niemeyer. I'm from Seattle. Does that work?
All right. And Joy, how'd you end up auditioning for Real World Season 28?
One of my roommates, Jill, actually, she sent me like a 3-page text message of where they were going to be, and I need to try out. I wasn't going to do it at first, but she forced me to, and I guess it turned out for the best because I got it. So.
That's insane how that works out. Were you excited to find out that you were going to Portland?
No. I was so bummed being from Seattle. It's 3 hours away, and I've been to Portland so many times. I was actually devastated when I found out it wasn't going to be in Portland.
Oh, man. So you were hoping it was going to be overseas or something?
Yeah, I mean, I got my passport, I got everything ready, and I knew, I was like, we're going to go to Brazil or Australia. This is going to be the time of my life, and we ended up going 3 hours away from my house.
Ah. Well,
I was so bummed.
That sounds like that would suck. That's like if you were in Florida and then they, put the show in Miami or something. That's not going to...
This happened to people. I know Alex, she lives in San Diego, and she was on the San Diego season. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, it's still exciting, I guess. Still exciting. Well, now once you got to Portland and you met your 6 other roommates, there was 3 of them that were guys. Were you attracted to any of the guys once you got there?
No, I mean, I thought some of them were like, oh, they're cute in their own, like, they're physically attractive and everything, they're cool people, but I wasn't, like, it didn't go past any friendship boundaries.
Yeah.
So it was just, I can say, yeah, they're good looking, they're cute, they're hot, but not for me.
Not for me. Well, on the first night, you were all sitting around and you were sharing personal secrets. And then you came out and you told your other roommates that you were doing Playboy, or you did Playboy.
Mm-hmm. Well, all the girls on the show happened to have modeled before, so they were kind of showing each other their experience, their past photos and stuff. The only modeling experience I have is Playboy, really. So, I mean, they took it well.
They took it well. Well, you also came out and you talked about how it's intimidating to be, for some guys, for you being 5'9", tattoos, nipple piercing, Playboy, all of that. I mean, do you still get that reaction?
I mean, I've settled down since then a little bit. I actually just got a new tattoo. But,
Another one. How many is that now?
I think it's 7 or 8.
7.
It depends how you count them. I count them, like, I have a 3-piece one, but I just count as one. But, I mean, some people are intimidated. Even some girls say that, like, when I first see you, she's intimidating to look at. Even some of my roommates, like Avery and Anastasia, admitted they're like, oh, we thought you were going to be a bitch just because when we first saw you, you have that intimidating look about you, which I don't know why, but...
Yeah.
But as soon as you talk to me, like, I'm a nice person, so... I hope I still don't have that. But I guess tall, tatted, kind of crazy. I don't know, would you be intimidated?
I don't think I'd be intimidated, but I can see what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you ended up leaving the show, and you said it was because you got a minimum wage job, and you didn't want to work a minimum wage job.
They made it seem like that.
Oh, that's not the case.
The jobs aren't mandatory for anybody. It's if you want extra money, you can do it. Basically, that's it. It was never forced upon us to actually do the jobs, and it wasn't because of the jobs. I mean, I wasn't going to trip over a job for 3 months. Like, that's not a big deal. Or not have a job for 3 months. But the way they made it seem was...
Because of a minimum wage job.
That they gave us that I wasn't going to stay here anymore. That's bullshit. And it was not the reason at all. And the roommates know that, too.
It's crazy how sometimes it's played out different than what it actually is. But when you said that you weren't going to work a minimum wage job, it was because you said you had your bachelor's degree?
I did. Well, it wasn't the minimum wage job that bothered me. It was just the jobs themselves, basically. When you saw me getting interviewed at one of the restaurants, and she said, I want you to drive me around and carry my luggage while she's doing her drag queen stuff.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not going to do that, even if it wasn't minimum wage. I'm not your bitch. I'm not going to carry your luggage around,
Understandable.
Yeah, and it was just like, and what you didn't hear was also, she was like, oh, we don't have any serving positions or stuff that you would actually make tips or bartending. It was like, you can cut onions in the back. And I was like, I'm not going to do that for 3 months. Like, I don't need it that bad for me to do it. And none of the roommates ended up working there. But, of course, they show me because I actually was vocal about it.
Well, if it wasn't the minimum wage job, that was the reason that you left. What was it exactly?
You'll find that out.
Oh man, one of those.
But keep staying tuned.
And all
No.
your fans are also talking about you and Naya. You and Naya? How'd that happen?
How did that happen?
The replacement roommate is best friends with the roommate that
Replaced me.
Yeah.
Naya and I, well, we met before filming even ended because, of course, the filming, the promos, the commercials and stuff, they flew me back for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I met her. So I met her at the house just while, I wasn't on the show anymore. And we clicked in 5 seconds. We just started talking, and then one thing led to another, and we just couldn't stop talking. And a beautiful friendship began, and her and I still talk every single day. We do most of our interviews together because people like seeing us together, but yet it's almost this weird, how the hell do you guys even know each other?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, how did this come together?
But at the end of the day, like, her and I clicked, and I can't say the same for other people in the house or how they feel about that. It's kind of funny, but
I mean, I feel like on Wednesday we're gonna get our taste of how Naya makes her impressions on people in the house.
I mean, just know that they do show the craziest parts of the show, which is what you see. But anyone can get a little bit crazy when you're living with the same people for that long. And
I live with 4 other roommates. Trust me.
yeah,
I feel you.
Fight sometimes or disagree, but when you're on camera and everybody else sees it, it just puts a different spin on how you react to certain things that you might not necessarily react to normally. Or people are going to try and lie and say stuff like that didn't happen or this did happen, but the camera also doesn't lie. Like, you get to watch yourself, and you either make your apologies or say, I told you so.
Well, I guess that's that. So will we be seeing any more of you? Do you return back to the house? I mean, that's another thing everybody's talking about. Does Joi come back?
You'll see me again. I promise you that. But
so we will see you again.
If it'll be on the show or not, or if it'll be on something else.
Just know that Joi will be around.
I will be around. And like we're trying to make some big things happen, especially Naya and I.
I've seen that on Twitter and stuff. She's I mean, really going with it.
Just a go-getter. She really is, and
I see that, like, pulling no punches there.
Yeah, and she's gonna. I mean, we're anticipating a really busy summer just for us, going to different cities and hosting parties and stuff. So her and I are both really looking forward to it. And since her and I click, so I want to say we click as friends, but we get it as business too.
Mm-hmm.
So. And no shade to the other roommates, but for some reason people like seeing her and I together.
Well, hey, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that.
And her and I don't mind because we get along. It's not like, like her and Jordan have to do something together when they don't get along, or Avery and Johnny have to do something with Naya and they don't get along. It works out to our benefit because we are friends, like before and after the show.
Friends, you get to party together, you get to work together.
And me and her stayed in New York together for like 6 days, and we had a ball. We had so much fun there. So it's like we know we can get along besides just the phone calls, the texts, and the interviews. Like, but when we're actually together in the same place and we, like spend the night together or we go out together with no cameras, we still have so much fun.
That's awesome. So another question that everybody's asking, and I hate to lay this on you, but they want to know: are you dating anyone currently since you left the show?
Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
You do have a boyfriend.
I do have a boyfriend. He was actually my boyfriend on the show as well. I just didn't speak about him.
So MTV left that out too?
MTV did not know.
Oh.
They knew afterwards.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I do have a boyfriend, and, it's been almost a year.
We'll just see where that goes. Good luck with that.
Well, thank you.
That's all the time I'm going to take up of yours today. I appreciate you coming on. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties.
You're fine.
But, hey, and good luck with the rest of the season, and good luck with your summer. Sounds like you're going to be busy.
I hope so.
All right. Well,
Thank
good
you.
luck. No problem. I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Hey everybody, that was Joi Niemeyer from the Real World Season 28. I just got the interview and I'll be posting it on Facebook and Twitter. I appreciate you watching and I hope to see more of her on Real World Season 28. Bye.